G'day, I'm Mark from Self-Sufficient Me, and I've got something really exciting to share with you guys today. In fact, it's more than just one thing, it's several exciting little developments. And we're going to start with the main thing that's happened this morning. The post lady has come and delivered 2 rather large parcels at our front gate. We're going to have a look at them, see what they are. I already know what they are. I'm going to show you. We're going to open them up. We're going to have a chat about them. Let's get into it. This is going to be great. Don't look over there. I said don't look over there. It's a big mess. Yeah, remember our Moreton Bay fig that dropped all these branches? It's looking just a fraction of the tree it used to be, but it's still a big mess in our front yard here. There's lots of wood and debris here that we need to get rid of. And I'm not going to take it to the tip, and I'm not going to chip it up. This is what I'm going to do with it. This long raised garden bed, well, it's not that raised anymore. It's a wooden sleeper bed that's barely, 6 inches off the ground. I'm going to replace that big long garden bed with 4 of those long oblong colour-bond raised garden beds. That's the plan anyway. Raise them up a good almost 3 feet. All that debris is going to go into the base to create a hugelkultur type raised garden bed that's going to provide goodness for years, plenty of worms and microbe growth, and the plants are going to love it. So we're going to transform the front of our veggie patch and we're going to upgrade it. And that's what I'm pretty excited about doing. Live plants, please keep upright. Well, let's hope they are live. I got these from Daly's online plant nursery. Not sponsored or anything, have no affiliation with them whatsoever. But they're not bad, they're pretty good for an online plant nursery. We've got over 100 plus different types of fruit trees here, lots of them quite exotic. And the only way I can get them is by buying them online. So let's see how these ones go though. Let's take these down to our little plant growing nursery area. You can see we've got several other fruit trees still yet to be planted out, and my tiny little nursery area here. I think this is where we'll open them. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, some damp newspaper in the base, just for added moisture. It's a good idea. So what did we get? Straight away, here's a Davidson plum. This is the Davidson plum smooth variety, a rare and endangered species of Davidson plum. Okay, so this is what I was after. The Davidson plum that I've got in the front yard growing at the moment, it's a more common variety. This one here is a rare variety and it's different. So I just had to have it. These plants can last several weeks in a box like this. Of course, you'd only really want it a few days, but a week at the max. But if it comes to the crunch, if they're properly packaged up, they can survive quite easily for a long period of time. And then this one here is an Australian finger lime, a native lime. Then we've got this one here, and I forget what this one is. Forget completely what it was. A patomba. Patomba, why did I get this? An excellent ornamental shrub. The patomba produces orange yellow fruit with soft melting juicy flesh. They are good eaten fresh or made into jelly or preserves. Well, there you go. Another fruit tree that I had never heard of, but I've got now, and hopefully we can get some fruit off it. I've always wanted these walking onions, never grown them before. I was surprised that I've never grown them before, and this is the right season for it, so let's whack them in as well. Yeah, looking forward to planting them. Okay, now for parcel number 2. This is the one I'm most excited about. A wise person once said the next best thing to eating something healthy is to drink it. And that's why we've got a new juicer. Not just any type of juicer, a cold press juicer. And that's important. Let's get this bad boy inside. Oh, crikey, it's heavy. All right, so it's 2 parts. This is the main juicer and this is an accessory, a smoothie and also a ice cream or sorbet maker that you can attach to this or put inside to make frozen smoothies and that type of stuff. Let's open them up. So here it is, the Kuvings Slow Juicer or Cold Press Juicer, EVO 820. It's one of the latest models, and no, they don't sponsor us. I wish it was sponsored, by the way. I mean, gosh, it'd save us a lot of money. These are fairly expensive. I think they're about $800. But the reason why we decided to fork out on something like this is the health qualities. And I just really would love to juice some of those root crops like galangal, turmeric, and ginger down the back here. It'll be so easy. I can just cut them up, whack them in, and they'll slowly juice out, and then we can add those heaps of antioxidants and great nutrients and spices into our drinks and get that goodness. Look, yes, I guess I am a bit against soft drinks or sodas, as you call them in the US. They are terrible for us. And we're like any other normal family. Yes, we're into self-sufficiency and we like eating healthy and our focus is on that. But I'd be a liar if I didn't say we didn't like the odd McDonald's or KFC or get a pizza delivery. It's so easy. I mean, we live normally too, but we just don't. We try not to overindulge in any of those foods. And I think the worst thing is not the food. I think the worst thing is those soft drinks that we drink along with those fast foods. Coke and Pepsi and lemonade, they've got 7 or 8 teaspoons or so, I can't remember the exact amounts of sugar, just in the one 300 ml or so can. And that is really heaps. And I just don't see the necessity. I think it's a scourge on the world. I think it's the main reason for people becoming overweight and obese is because of sugary drinks. I'm not against having the odd soft drink out with friends or mixing it with a drink or at the bar or whatever, or for kids having it at special occasions. But I don't think we should be drinking it just out of habit. I don't think it should be the standard drink we drink every day. I think that is where we're going wrong in society. And a juice like this, yes, it's a lot of money, but this goes to another level. This allows, like I said, to be able to juice up all those things that you can't really juice, like the hard root crops and the rhizomes like ginger and galangal and lemongrass and celery and carrots and vegetables. Getting those types of nutrients through the means of a juice is a really, really great way to get a nutrient boost the easy way. But of course, you just don't need a big juice like this if you're going to muddle up some citrus or muddle up some herbs and whack them in water. You can do that with a muddler. I mean, who came up with the idea of calling it a muddler? Isn't that being confused or muddled up or disarranged? Anyway, let's not think too deeply about it. Muddling up is a little piece of wood, an implement that you can use to crush up things, like a mojito. That when I did my How to Grow a Ton of Mint video, I had plenty of people give me mojito recipes, and I've been using them. So yeah, use a muddler, and that is really all that we've been using for many years to make good, healthy drinks that aren't full of sugar and that just doesn't pack on the pounds overnight, simply out of habit of wanting something different and flavorful to drink. Flavor water with citrus and herbs, that's the way to go, and use a muddler. Now the major thing that I'm really thinking about now is, where am I going to fit this thing in our tiny little kitchen? Oh well, that is going to be a challenge, but we'll work around it somehow. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A little bit different than usual, getting a bit of a background insight into our postal delivery. I really do think that these new plants are exciting, and in particular, this new juicer is going to be exciting in the future. I'm going to share with you a lot about this in the coming months and years, I'm sure. Yeah, really excited about this purchase. So thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, support me on Patreon as well. Bye for now.